Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Friendship Pearson, and welcome again to my channel. It is February 6th of 2025, 5:29 in the PM. Hope you guys are having a marvelous day. Yesterday, this gentleman, Irv Gotti, he passed. May he rest in peace. My condolences to him, his family, friends. From the outset, let me say this is for entertainment purposes only. When I heard about the demise of this gentleman yesterday, the first thing that struck me was his age, 54. And the reason why it struck me is because something happened the same day as he passed. And so I did a quick review of his life because I knew he had had a stroke previously. And I'd heard that he was in the hospital this week. And the numbers just kept bugging me, but I went on and pursued the other videos that I did yesterday. Well, today I had more time. And I began to think. I said, Pearson, you know it's sacrifice season. You know that this is the year of the snake. This is also the year of the Lunas god. That is the female god, goddess, Lunas. And every year I have watched during this period, something usually happens. Even before I started doing YouTube, I had noticed it. I've been decoding since I was 17, and I watched these trends in the dark realm. Also thought about, well, Pearson, this very well could be a sacrifice. But again, the number 54 kept bugging me. And I thought back in the day, I'm like, you know what? There was a guy that he produced back in the day. His name was DMX. I play him often on my live shows. And when DMX passed, it was one of my first videos I did on my other channel, Friendship Pearson. I have that video on Rumble under Friendship Mike, one word. In that video, I literally predicted the death and the date of DMX. You see, as one ascends, one descends. And Lil Nas X, I believe their birthdays, if I'm not mistaken, their birthdays are the same. No, they're not the same. But what happened was that DMX died on the day that Lil Nas X, that was his birthday. And it just blew my mind. I could predict that he would die on that day, and he did. And so in my mind, it's like as above, so below. One rises, one descends. Lil Nas X ascended, DMX descended. And so I started thinking more and more today, like, Pearson, you've got to find out why this 54 is bugging you. And then I remembered what I saw. I remember seeing that Pam Bondi was sworn in as Attorney General after the Senate confirms her in a 54 to 46 vote. A 54 to 46 vote. Is it coincidence that the vote was 54 and this gentleman was 54? I believe the numbers are speaking. It appears to me that this man was a sacrifice. It doesn't mean that the people that I'm naming involved were involved in this sacrifice. What it means is that in this dark realm that we fight against on a daily basis, many times as they try to go toward their agenda, they sacrifice people so that someone else can move up in their realm. The average person hardly sees it, but again, I've been doing this since I was 17. I'll show you the numbers and you decide. And again, it is the moment of the goddess that needs to be fed, and it's also the snake. Here is someone who rose and ascended And I've been teaching, especially in my last few live videos, that Satan gets off on having people go to the top and then have them crash. And he does that to me because I believe he does that because Luke 10:18 says, I beheld Satan as lightning being hurled from the sky, from the heavens. Luke 10:18. And so that's what I think happened to this brother. He ascended, then the powers took him out as a sacrifice to the gods. Let me show you. My condolences again to family and friends. Here's his birthday, June 26, 1970. His death date was February 5th, 2025. Mr. Gotti was born Irving Domenico Lorenzo Jr. in Queens, June 26, 1970. He said in the BET documentary that his father was a taxi driver and he was the youngest of 8. He was a big time producer of hip hop. Okay, people. A lot of people know him, so I won't go too deep. But he was one of the legends, and he will be missed. And if I didn't mention it, he discovered rappers like Jay-Z and DMX and Ja Rule back in the day. Now check this out. Pam Bondi sworn in as Attorney General after Senate confirms her in a 54-46. I ran this earlier in a video. You guys probably know who Pam Bondi is. She was sworn in yesterday by Judge Thomas. I showed that video. Let me pull that up for you guys. I did that video earlier of the swearing in. Let me show it to you right quick.
Get up, go to the kitchen, open your fridge.
And you'll see Pam Bondi, Attorney General. Okay, so Pam Bondi, here she is here, being sworn in by Chief Justice. Okay, yesterday, she was sworn in. The same day she was sworn in was the same day that this gentleman died. Was he her sacrifice? That's my question. Now let me show you this here. This is her birthday, Pam Bondi. November 17th, 1965. If you take November 17th, 2024, her last birthday, versus Gotti's last birthday, 6/26/2025, well, it's coming up, his next birthday, that is Gotti's next birthday, 6/26/1970. His next birthday, 6/26/2025. The difference is 7/13. Welcome new subscribers. If you don't know what 7/13 is, Donald J. Trump got hit in the ear in Butler, Pennsylvania on July 13th. Is that coincidence? Attorney General, as of yesterday, her birthday, her last birthday, versus Gotti's next birthday is exactly 7/13, which matches the day that Trump got hit in the ear. Watch this here. This is the day that the gentleman passed. Gotti passed yesterday on 2/5. And then here his last birthday is 6/26 of 2024. That also comes out to 7/13. Drop the mic, right? It's deep. When the Lord speaks to me, I try to get back to it as soon as I can, and I'm glad I got back to it today. What are the odds that 7/13 shows up in both these dates? Her birthday versus his birthday comes up to 7/13. His last birthday versus yesterday, day he passed, comes out to 7/13. And again, what is 7/13? That's the day that Trump got hit in the ear. Was this man a sacrifice? Boom. Was he a sacrifice? These guys are not playing with us. They're in our realm. It's the last days. And they want this one world system. I said they want it. And it takes blood to be spilt to maneuver up. Once you understand how their kingdom is built, you just shake your head and realize it's right in your face on a daily basis. I want to thank God for getting this information to me. Now check this out. The gentleman was born in the boroughs of Queens, New York. He was born. He was Filipino and African. He was Filipino and African. Born in Queens. Donald J. Trump was born June 14, 1946, Jamaica Hospital in New York, in the same boroughs in Queens. Is that coincidence? Now, New York, where they're both born, became part of the United States July 26, 1788. July 26. Take July 26 of 2024, New York's last birthday, versus what? Yesterday, the day that this man met his demise, the difference is 614. What is 614? Trump is born 614. You dropped the mic, baby. Because I've been dropped it. I shed my tears. This is serious, people. I'm going to throw it again at you. Yesterday's date of demise versus New York's birthday, where both these men were born. Queens, New York. Trump, Queens, New York. Irv Gotti. The difference is Trump's birthday. How can that be? How can that be? And look at this. Is this connected also? 4 dead after DOD contracted aircraft crashes in Philippines. Remember, Irv Gotti was from the Philippines, and this happened today. 4 people died. A DOD contracted aircraft flying an intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance mission crashed in the Philippines province, killing 4 people. Sad. All these plane things in the last, 10 days? Crazy, ain't it? The victims included 1 military service member and 3 defense contractors. 1 in 3. 1 in 3 is 13. What if I told you there's a player that plays for the Kansas City Chiefs? His football jersey is number 13. What if I told you that? See, look. 1 member of the military, 1, and 3 members of the defense contractors. 4 people died in this crash. Today. Kansas City Chiefs, number 13. Nazeeth Johnson. His jersey number is 13. His birthday is July 17th, 1998. July 17th. Watch this. July 17th, 2025. Bring it up to date. His jersey number is 13, right? So 1-3 is 13. January 3rd of 2025, that's 13, right? 1-3, right? What's the difference? 614. Drop the mic again. You mean to tell me I took his jersey number versus his birthday of the Kansas City Chiefs football player, and I came up with 614, which is Trump's birthday? It's crazy, y'all. You ready to go to heaven? I am. I'm tired of this world. Ain't no world where you get all these coincidences. And how many videos have I done and other decoders done in relation to what's going on with the Super Bowl? Come on, baby. Allegedly. What are odds all this matches up? Now look at this here. Here's the president of the Philippines. This is him right here. He got into office on 9/13/1957. 9/13. Take 9/13/2025, subtract it from what? 626. 626 is what? That's Irv Gotti's birthday. His last birthday is 6/26/2024. Remember, Irv Gotti's from the Philippines. Subtracted from the president of Philippines when he did what? That's his birthday. What's the difference, Pearson? The difference is 444. What is 444? Well, guess what? Jay-Z, one of the people that Irv Gotti brought into the music business, he discovered him. He got a crown of 444 on his head. Just like Jesus had a crown on his head, like a crown of thorns. But when you put 4 and 4, that's 8. Then you make 84. What does that signify, allegedly? Barack Obama was born August 4th. Is that coincidence? It's deep, y'all. It's deep, y'all. Then look at this here. 9/13/2025. That's the birthday, the next birthday of the president of the Philippines. Versus what? The day that Irv Gotti made his transition. We pray he go to heaven. The difference is what? 7/8. What is Trump's age? He's 78 years old. Is that coincidence? Then look at this. The Philippines was founded January 13th. January 13th. You take January 23rd, I'm sorry. January 23rd, the Philippines was founded. Take January 23rd of this year versus what? 7/26, which is what? 7/26 is New York. Remember New York, 7/26? That's when New York became part of the United States. July 26th. I showed you guys that earlier. 7/26. 7/26 New York. Okay, let's go back. 7/26/2024, New York's last birthday, versus 1/23. That's when the Philippines was founded. The difference is 5/4. What is 5/4? Irv Gotti was 54 years old. You mean to tell me, Pearson? Do that again. What I'm telling you is that when you take New York's birthday, New York City, because that's where Irv Gotti was born, and that's where President Trump was born. So you take New York's birthday versus the Philippines when they were founded, January 23rd, because Irv Gotti was part Filipino. You take both these, city and this country, subtract the 2, you get 54. And Irv Gotti died coincidentally at 54 years old. Come on, man. Then look at this. He became an A&R executive at Def Jam. Mr. Gotti was also an executive producer of DMX's first album, It's Dark and Hell is Hot. Okay? Now watch this here. DMX, death date, April 9th, 2021. Birthday, December 18th, 1970. See December 18th, DMX? Remember, he brought DMX in, 12/18. So 12/18, DMX next birthday, or 2025, DMX next birthday, versus what? The day that Irv Gotti just passed. What's the difference? 3/16. The Bible says, John 3:16, for God so loved the world, he gave his only begotten son, hallelujah, that whomsoever believe in him shall not perish, but have everlasting life. 3:16 is sacrifice. Was this man sacrificed? How are these numbers coming out like this? You literally take this man that he brought him into the music business, and his birthday is 12/18. You take 12/18, his birthday, versus the day that Gotti left this planet, and the difference is 3/16, sacrifice number. My God. Let's hear directly from him ourselves. Let's go back, play it from scratch. Here we go.
This ain't no job for me, man. I was born to, I love music, and I was born to do what I was doing. This ain't no job. That's why I could work 24, 48 hours. This sometimes, in real talk, sometimes I've worked for 2 days straight, no sleep. And I don't care, because it's not really a job to me. I love what I do.
Irv Gotti, music producer and founder of Murdering Records, has died. He was 54 years old. The Hollywood Reporter was first to confirm the music mogul's death, and though a cause has not been revealed, it's reported Gotti suffered a stroke last year.
I'm a worker, and I love my family, and I know my family depends on me to do a lot of things. So if it comes time for me to kick in, Gotti's gonna kick in. And if it means directing the video, marketing, promotions, I don't care. If it means me handing out flyers, I'll hand out flyers. I have no pride when it comes to my family. I have no ego when it comes to my family. It's whatever has to be done, and I'll do it.
Getting the grind, wasn't he? Getting the grind.
Would simply post a broken-hearted emoji on social media site X. Under Ja Rule's post, many online users would begin to show their support, understanding the connection the two had and the impact of Irv's death on Ja Rule. One user would write, "So sorry for your loss, Rule. Irv was a hero to so many of us, but he was a true brother to you. You guys been through so much together, and he always said he would take a bullet for you. Always the realest. Heaven gained a king. Condolences to all of his family and friends." While another social media user would say, "My sincerest condolences, King, on your loss. Losing a brother hurts. Irv Gotti will be remembered for contributing to many great legacies in hip-hop we still enjoy to this day. Great CEO, great friend. It's murder. Rest in heaven, Irv Gotti. Rest in heaven, DMX." Now, Fat Joe would also take to social media to share his condolences. On Instagram, he would share a picture of the music mogul with a caption that read, "What a genius. God bless you, Irv. Thank you for all you've done for hip-hop. You changed my life, and I will always love you. Rest in
peace. Now, here's the godfather of all the Gottis. I couldn't help but think about this man when I first did the video, because when you think Gotti, you think John Gotti. John Gotti was an American mafioso. I know I'm not pronouncing it right. And boss of the Gambino crime family in New York City. Mafioso. I'm still messing up. Anyway, he ordered and helped to orchestrate the murder of Gambino boss Paul Castanero in December 1985 and took over the family shortly thereafter, leading what was described as America's most powerful crime syndicate. A lot of rappers, they take their name after a certain flavor that's tough. Did Gotti take his name after that? He probably did. I'm not sure. I forgot. Anyway, John Gotti. I want you to look at this here because this is deep. This is the birthday of John Gotti, the original John Gotti in a lot of people's minds, okay? And even though his name is Irv Gotti, his real name is Irving Domingo Lorenzo Jr. So he probably did get it from him, I'm assuming. Anyway, check this out. October 27, 1940. If you take October 27, 1940, literally, John Gotti, Manifesto, right? Versus the day that Irv Gotti just passed, 2/5/2025, look at what you get. Look at what you get. 84. Who was born August 4th? Barack Obama. Is that coincidence? And what does 312 mean to you? Well, didn't Trump win by 312 points? Electoral college votes? I know it's deep. Are these Gottis connected? October 27, 1940, the literal date versus this literal date, 2/5/2025. You get Barack Obama's birthday and Trump's winning numbers. Boom. Is that crazy? Now let's hear from him. And I send my condolences. I won't show it because I don't want to mess with the guidelines because he might have something in his hand. So just want to let you guys hear him as a send-off. God bless him. God bless family and friends.
And it's my youngest, my boy. My boy who really, he's the one who's with me everywhere. He's the one who's staying to be, in all honesty. This is my guy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So, happy birthday, and I just want to make you happy. I want you to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Let's give him something that's going to make him happy. Yes, sir.
Pass that over.
Let's give him something that's going to make him happy.
Get happy, Jay.
That's what it's all about, people. Life is short. Give your family a hug, because you never know. It brings tears to my eyes. I just did about 3 videos in the last 2 months, and I said, on average, every 6 weeks to 2 months, there's another black man dying in the music industry. I hate I have to say it, but I call it like I see it. Don't get in it, people. I don't care what color you are. Don't get in it. These numbers I just came up with, hard to debate. There's his birthday. There's her birthday. Put them together. Comes out to Donald Trump's day he got hit in the ear. Explain that. Take the day that he passed versus his last birthday. It still come out to the day that Trump got hit in the ear. There's nothing else to talk about in my book. If you like the work, my name is Friendship Pearson. Go to my site. Click on, I believe I have, click on my portrait. Let's see, let's do that again. Just click on my portrait. I believe I have, and then go to more. Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal. I also have a P.O. box. When they help the channel, freeze it. You can send a donation, I appreciate it. God bless you, and my condolences to him and his family. God bless.